Yep.
Yes, this is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye, and I approve this message nationwide. Scene. We are here at the next episode of Superheroes and Villains. You don't know. We have our correspondent here, you know what I mean, as well, besides my brother, Sean Myrie, T Royals up in the building here. You know what I mean?
Salute,
Family
salute.
here, you don't know, man. Yeah, man, it's another good week here. You know what I mean? Straight up goods. The Flash movie just came out. You know what I mean? I haven't watched it yet, but it will be some shit. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because they're not following the same thing as the anime. You get what I mean? They're
Yeah,
they're,
yeah, yeah.
they're doing like a different kind of storyline, kind of a
Mm-hmm.
deal. So like I guess it's like another universe.
Who's
So
playing Flash?
What's his name? As Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller. Okay.
I guess that's his name.
the only thing might beef with some of the franchises, I think they need to go for some bigger actors.
No, well, the thing is, Sean, they have, but the thing is, it's kind of, how should I say, man? It's kind of complex because you see, if you go for a big actor, you got to pay them out. That's the first thing. You get what I mean?
Well,
Because
it's
remember
Marvel.
this. Remember, they're not no average actor. It's better to get someone new and starting. You get
I
what I
don't
mean? You
know.
build them up. No, real shit. I think it's better to do it like that.
No, you
Because
could get somebody new, but not too like somebody has.
well, the
I
thing
mean,
is,
still,
but in certain movies, they have gotten actors who are in it, right? But they're not. It's not. They're not the primal main character. Do you get like, for instance, the Ant-Man movie, right? They had Michelle Pfeiffer in there and Kirk what Douglas in there as well, right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Old school actors, but they're not the main ones. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But the bottom line is to have these actors in there, you got to pay them. You
Yeah.
can't be paying them like the new guys coming in.
But they could
Remember,
afford. They could afford it.
of course, that's Marvel. You know what I
That's
mean?
why no
Of course they
excuse
get-
to me.
Sometimes they want to change the face of
yeah, but all right.
the
I get back to the Flash now. The Flash. They brought back Michael Keaton.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. So you don't think they have to pay him to
Yeah. They
come
could pay
back?
him, but that's nothing for them to pay them, man. Those companies.
That's true. But the bottom line is compared to the ones them who are not
yeah,
Michael Keaton,
they save some
you
money.
get what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
So wait,
Straight
who's the
Senior.
villain for?
in this.
Who's the villain?
Well, because it's a different because he went back and all of that, right? So everything kind of changed. Zod. Zod
I
is
heard
in
it's
this.
Zod. Yeah.
Zod
Zod. Yeah.
returns back in this to take over the earth and shit. You get what
That's
I
super.
mean?
That's one of Superman's villains too.
Yeah, but the thing is, but Superman's not in this. It's Supergirl is in this.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Supergirl is in this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, speaking like we're talking about heroes and villains, I don't feel there's no real villain that's been around for a long time. Like
No
when you think of
villain?
movies,
What do you
you
mean?
think of
Good villain, you mean?
like a real a guy who played a villain like really good in the last couple of years. Like you could remember that movie is a classic. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
it doesn't
who?
have to be a superhero movie.
Joker though. I think Joker.
But the
What's his name?
Joker.
Yeah, he did the last like big, huge like.
The thing is, all right. You want my opinion about that? They're gonna about to do a part 2. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They got an all right. I'm not saying the guy didn't do a good job, but the thing is, they got an old guy that showed the beginning of the Joker. Come on now, Sean. They should supposed to get a younger guy to do that.
Which one are you talking about? Though?
They did the Joker movie. I forget.
No, we're talking about the other one when
The one that
he
suicide.
Huh?
he took over the whole city.
What's that?
The dude that killed him. That one.
What Ledger?
Yeah.
Ledger.
Is that who he's talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. He played it best.
All right. Yeah, he played the
played
best.
the best.
Yeah, I think so. What?
And that was what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, I would have to say he played the best Joker. Jack Nicholson played the best Joker.
No, but he's saying recently.
Okay, yeah, but I'm
Recently.
just saying for me, for the best Jokers, him.
Best
But
villain.
villain?
Not Joker, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
he brought up Joker because that was
Well,
the
if
most
you're saying the Joker, Sean, I have to say this: the best one of all of them, for me, who has the voice, is Mark Hamilton, the one who played Luke Skywalker. He's in the
Luke
video
Skywalker.
games and he's in the animes. His voice, he's the best Joker. I think that's my personal opinion.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
besides the comics, is there any other like a movie you could think of who someone played like
You mean
great?
recent, like of recent time, right?
Yeah, recent time.
Um, shit. I'm gonna say because we all know Ozark now. I'm gonna say
Mm.
what's the old lady again?
Oh
Oh,
shoot!
no, not Dorothy.
What on Ozark?
Yeah.
What the gangster's sister?
No. The old creepy lady, bro. The one with all the
Oh, you mean
bodies.
shoot. You mean
Darlene.
Darlene. Oh, Lee. If
She's
there
a
was
good villain.
that
That's a
villain,
good
if
villain.
Sean, you have to anybody who gets to watch Ozark, check it out, please.
Yeah, it's a
There's
dope
4
show.
seasons, and there's
It's
this
been around too.
lady called Darlene on there. She's like a hillbilly, and the husband and her, they have this poppy field kind of thing, and they
Don't give it
sell
away. Don't give
opium.
it away.
No, I'm just telling them what they are. I'm not telling what the whole. They have to
Yeah.
watch the whole thing. But I'm just telling them who we're talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, this lady has cold ass eyes and doesn't give a rat's ass. She'll shoot anybody. She don't care if it's the cartel or anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Could you compare
Straight.
it to Walking Dead? Walking Dead, what's his name?
Well, what about
N-
The Walking Dead?
there's
Negan.
yeah,
Negan.
that
Oh
was a good villain. That was a
shoot!
good villain.
Yo, speaking of the Walking Dead, I was just watching the second episode of Dead City of The Walking Dead, the branch out.
Yeah.
He's in it with Maggie. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Negan. Yo, in the second episode, I saw a little bit of Negan back. Negan.
So
Negan is like one of my favorite characters, man.
he's popular villain. Very popular in the last couple of
Yeah,
years.
man, for
You could say
sure.
he's
So
one.
far, we only got shows though. We didn't say no movie villains yet.
No,
Recently,
no movies. No movies.
that shows you the quality of movies that's been coming out for the
Well,
last.
Yeah.
that is true.
Nothing like comes to mind like boom. I'm still drawing back from them time there. You know.
See? You see? It's kind of like music.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that's why I said who could you think of? It's only like a
I'm
Keith
thinking-
Ledger. Keith Ledger who played the Joker, right?
Heath.
And after then Heath. Sorry.
Yeah.
Heath
All right.
Ledger.
I'm thinking,
And,
bro. Recently, good villains.
Good.
No.
villain.
You know what? So because Netflix and everything, and then COVID with the stopping a lot of movie production and stuff. I think that's why, because everything we watched was on the silver screen, like it wasn't the big screen.
That's true.
It was at home, like it was Netflix and all these movie sites, and nobody like you know what I mean. I don't. It's just series took over for the
Well,
last
the
few
thing
years.
is, to be honest with you, even before the COVID started and all of that, man, like I kind of noticed certain celebrities were jumping onto the digital platforms instead of the big silver screen. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when I started noticing like mansem like Will Smith, you know what I mean? Going over Netflix and doing Netflix things. I'm like, wait a minute. Something's going on.
Everybody,
You know what I mean? Something's going on. You know what I mean?
Netflix had that bag. That's what was
Straight.
going on.
Because not
Netflix
only
got
that, they
that
seen
bag
no,
for
but not
you.
only that, they seen the turn of things about that
Yeah.
occur. That don't get me wrong, people still go to the movies, but a lot of people were at home watching the movies anyway. And this is before COVID.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Netflix was like a new phenomenon. Like for
You know
and then
who
when COVID
that's
came
what it
into
is.
play,
but
milked it.
series took over, I think. Series, like for example, the man who's creating good villains, 50 Cent. That's what's making his empire big, because he's creating good villains.
That's what I'm saying. Hollywood ain't been hitting like how it used to hit. Like you know what I'm saying? On like the major productions. They hit though in this category. It's funny, it's ironic. They hit in heroes and villain, like superhero movies. That's when Hollywood hits. Nowadays, like Hollywood's not hitting with like quality, heartfelt movies that stay with you for years and shit.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know what I mean? For me,
It's true.
the last 10, maybe more. It's like Hollywood ain't been like producing those,
like I'm saying, just like the
especially black movies like that.
Well,
too.
just like the music, right? When the time
Or
when
urban movies,
I'm just getting at like just the industry when CDs went down, right?
Mm.
DVDs went down. Now it's all about everything digitally,
Digital,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It affected the music and it affected the Hollywood
Oh,
too.
big time,
It did. I
big
have to
time,
say that straight up
big time.
because let's get real here. You don't have to go to the theater to watch a movie. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
Mm.
but
just
if you
like,
if you want the full effect though, you want
if
to
you
go
want
to a
the
We
full
theater.
did. We
effect,
didn't. We didn't either when we had DVD era. But not everybody like.
but it's more, but the thing is
But
more
that didn't really.
accessible because you have the internet compared to, all right, yeah, let me buy the DVD. I have to go and get it. But now I could be at home and
Mm,
just boom, go on the internet.
mm,
Easy as that,
yeah,
right?
free instead of paying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying like just quality wise, like I,
There
as
haven't
a
been none.
as a fan, as a viewer, whatever you want to call it, I'm upset because that's not fair, yo. Like,
Well,
you know what
who
I'm
said
saying?
it
I
was
want
supposed to
back
be
good
fair?
movies, man. I want to go to the theater,
I
like,
still do. I
but
still
nothing,
support when
like
I
Nothing.
can. I still go to the
okay,
theater.
because like I said, the superhero category, Hollywood still has. They can still
Yeah.
pull you to the theaters,
Yes.
fill up
Hmm.
those seats.
But other than
Most of
that,
these other productions, like, bro, we need some comedies, likewise dramedies. We need some you know, serious movies, the heartfelt shit. We need all of that, especially with what's been going on in society.
Well,
Why are we not like getting some I don't know. Maybe I
well,
want too
you know
much, you know
what?
what I'm
They
saying? But
need to give some of these
I
young
like good movies, bro.
producers, directors a chance
Shows are
from their
nice, but
ideas.
shows play with my emotions in series because I gotta wait till next week and I
I
gotta
know,
find
but
websites to watch. You know what I'm saying?
but the thing
A
is,
movie,
quality takes time.
true,
Okay,
but it's just
think
the
about it.
process of watching. That's what I'm saying. The process of watching a series. It's like, yo, back then when we watched series, it was on TV. You get
Okay,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
The fact that we have the easy access kind of kills the vibe for me. It's like having all the shoes in the world. You'll never put on a pair and walk out the fucking door, bro.
yeah.
Because you got so much shoes. You can't make up your mind.
Well,
So it's like when human beings, when we get access to too much variety, it spoils I don't know the fun, the
the
vibe of
quality
it.
that
You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Cause like, yo,
yeah.
I know I could boom, touch a button, get any movie I want right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they give, especially Netflix, you got that whole column list to scroll down. It takes you about half an hour to pick a movie, G.
well,
Unless
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
put you on it, like, yo,
It's true. It's
watch
true.
this, yo, this movie
well, you
called
know
Blase
what?
Blase,
You know
take
what?
this in. If you're just going there and you're picking out of what they give you, it's too much. So it's like, yo, you miss all the gems. Like before, it was about how you marketed it to the people who was in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The soundtrack, all of that shit had a major
More of a
role in
meaning.
the production,
Yeah.
especially the soundtrack for like I remember this is a this is like one of the dopest soundtracks ever to me, Blue Street.
Oh
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
way how they marketed that with the movie, it was brilliant. Like everything was just perfect. The Hey Poppy video, everything was just,
Well,
was it Hey Poppy on that?
I
No, it
think.
was something else.
Well, it depends
But
on the.
I know it was a Jay-Z track that they marketed the
I get
movie
what you're
through that.
saying.
Like that whole process, I don't know. I just love that type of marketing. That era, like the marketing style was
Well,
way
sometimes
better.
certain movies that if it's a big movie and they're expecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, like the last movie I went to see, I went to go and see the Transformers movie, right?
Mm.
And they gave you a little poster and they give you a patch, at least something you got. You get what I'm saying for the marketing. But I went for
Okay.
a special screening. You get
Mm.
what I'm saying for the movie.
So
So
you get like more
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like
promotional
what?
stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the bottom line is, I think they should be doing that more often, like for the
Yeah.
special screenings of movies. Like,
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? That category has that down pat.
Yeah,
Superheroes
superheroes.
and sci-fi. They got
but
that
you're
down
saying
pat.
more of
They
the
still fill up the seats,
but you're
bro.
saying more of the general sense of
Yeah,
movies.
the sci-fi will fill up the seats no matter what is going on. Like
No, I
But
know
now
that
you have to go
that's
and
what
watch those on the big screen because like, yo,
you get more of the experience.
yeah, those are made
that's
for
what
that.
But the average movie compared to that,
Back maybe just a few years ago. I'm not gonna put a number on it, but some time ago, just the marketing behind it had the seats filled up. Okay,
And
I'll
that's
give you an example. Coming to America. I'm gonna let you finish. Coming to
Okay.
America too.
Yeah.
The recent one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about. Like you
Mm-hmm.
see the energy around that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. The Tupac movie. That type
Okay,
of thing. Like
how they
that.
did the marketing, they did special screenings, and people like they had like the poster, and everybody was doing like
Everything
the
surrounding it. Like
photo
every
ops and stuff like that, and everything
that's why
like
I said heartfelt. Like, okay, for
like
some
even
people,
when the Black Panther movie came out,
all of that shit.
people were
But
like
you see there
actually
you go.
wearing like
That's
costumes and
sci-fi
stuff
again though.
like that and
That's
everything.
sci-fi again. I'm not talking about sci-fi. I'm
But
talking about just
but in
okay.
the same sense, but a good movie, but it's not a sci-fi or a superhero movie.
The Tupac movie was shit, so I take that back.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
but
Lord.
but I would say,
yeah,
for villains, I would say for
Compton, Compton movie.
Okay.
Okay, everything
oh
surrounding
yeah,
that. Remember that album? Remember the soundtrack?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my god,
yeah.
I
It was
still bump
dope.
that.
It's dope.
yeah.
That album.
Everything surrounding that was quality. You know what I'm saying? The movie was good. The come on, the soundtrack. Like that's what I'm talking about. We haven't got that in the last 5 years. I'm gonna say
That's why I say I think another
at
genre
all.
for villains is not movies anymore. It's not movies. It's wrestling. It's like wrestling. They build up
Oh, I don't even
villains. They
keep up nowadays, bro. I'm
but
the Attitude Era, man. That
Well,
was my era, Attitude Era, and before that, anything
yeah,
after Attitude Era, I don't really know these wrestlers, bro.
but I'm just saying that's how they work off of heroes
Yeah,
and
you're right. You're
villains
right. You're right. You're right.
a lot. So
You're right.
they mastered that even to now. What I seen recently, they came to master that to make a man feel like people hate the man, like really hate the man, and
you know what? Speaking of that, Sean, the power universe is a good one for what you're saying. Like when once you watch one of these series, then they made it. The writer made it that you're gonna love the character and you're gonna
Mm,
grow to hate the character.
mm.
You get what I mean? Once they
Good
achieve
writing.
that, they achieved good writing, and that means the production will be good. You know what I mean?
in that is not
Once you know that you could grow with the character, and you
yeah.
know that this fucking idiot all of a sudden they're hyped now. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm gonna
what
be
they've been doing with wrestling now. Like the main guy Roman Reigns been like a champion for a year or two. I swear it's almost 2 years this man still have the title, yo. And he's like cocky. He's so cocky, right? It's like he's unbeatable. They made him so big, like he's the biggest shit. Like the villain is the big shit in wrestling, not the
oh
good guy.
the heel or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's not the hero.
Yeah.
It's the villain is
No,
the
no, no,
biggest shit.
heel. The heel. I said the heel. That's what they
Yeah,
call it in wrestling when you're playing the bad guy. I
Man,
forgot what the
yeah.
good guy is, but I know in wrestling the bad guy is the heel.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's playing it good. Been playing it almost 2 years good. But how they made him so big, right? It's like they built him up so big, people really hate him. Like you could see that the energy, he plays the role good. He's acting.
You just
Wrestling
brought
is
up a
that.
dope topic. How about you guys'
What
favorite heel or villain
in
in
wrestling?
wrestling?
Oh
Any
There's a
era.
shit!
lot. There's
In
tons.
any
And I
era,
all
Holy.
know we're gonna say the
yo,
same
you know,
one.
you
I
know
know.
what?
I
Yo,
have
on
a
the
list.
real, I can tell you this. One of
I got a
them
list.
for a villain
Who's that?
for wrestling. I don't know if peeps remember this guy, but yo, he was like the black version of Stone Cold
Oh, I
Steve
know you're talking.
Austin, and this was
Ahmad Johnson?
Bad
Oh no.
News Brown.
Bad News Brown.
Yeah, man. The man had a one glove with the cutoff, and he's a bald head and everything.
Yeah.
A black man.
Did he have the vest too?
No, he was
No.
black, and you was black tights and everything.
Oh wait, was that Ahmad Johnson before he
No,
did
man,
Ahmad Johnson?
no, man.
No. This is
Soon
way
as he
before.
gets in, as soon as it goes ding ding, he don't waste time. He don't
I
even
remember.
wait for you to go whatever. As soon as ding ding, boop 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 boop, he was on your ass, guy. Straight. He was one of my favorites, guy.
This is WWF.
Yeah, Bad News Brown. Check him up. You know what I mean? Straight up.
My, mine would be Stone Cold would be one for sure.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, of course. But this guy, if you've seen this guy, man, trust me, this guy didn't fuck around. You know what I mean? Straight up, Bad News Brown. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Oh, in the 70s.
You know who else was a ill one?
Okay.
Yo, on the real, eh, he's one of my favorites, man. He will do anything it takes, and he had the WCW title for at least over 16
Mr.
times.
Perfect.
Nah, bro.
Oh no, Intercontinental.
No, man. Me I talk about Ric Flair, guy.
Yeah, Ric Flair is a big villain. He's a
Yo,
big villain.
his
Big
saying
villain.
was this: the dirtiest player in the game.
Yeah.
You know what
Yo,
I'm
do
saying?
you know he's a cannabis connoisseur?
Yeah, of course.
Big time, big time.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, no,
Yo,
that's probably
and
that's
you know,
a great
you know
one.
what?
That's a great
This
one.
guy, this guy survived a plane crash back in the 70s.
I didn't know that.
He's a big villain in wrestling.
Oh
big
yeah,
villain.
I didn't know that.
this guy since then he's always been all of that, and he's living life and everything because he's meant to be here. You know what I mean? Straight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Ric
He's
Flair,
I didn't know that.
He's one of my
shout out to Ric
favorites.
Flair, the
Shout
Wonder
out to
Boy.
Ric Flair, guys.
He's a super villain. He's a super villain in wrestling.
Super villain out of WWE. You know who else was a super villain, but he was a manager? Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I got a few. Yo, this is one of my favorite villains in wrestling. Money.
Oh shit, the $1 million
man. The $1 million man. Bro, that guy was.
Remember Virgil?
That guy was the clout king before clout was
Virgil
a thing.
with the money?
Yeah, Virgil.
And he'll make people do some stupid things in the ring.
Ted DiBiase was a great performer, man. I hated that guy, but I love to hate him.
You love to hate him.
So entertaining.
You were so entertaining.
Another one I have is Mr. Perfect. I really hated this guy.
Mr. Perfect?
I hated
Mr. Perfect.
To this day, I don't.
Yo,
think
that
I'll
guy,
like
you
him.
hated to love him too.
I never hated to love him. I hated Mr.
You
Perfect.
hated
I hated Mr. Perfect too.
That guy was a cocky motherfucker.
I swear this dude was the Intercontinental Champion like 17 times.
Oh yeah, man.
It's true.
He controlled the Intercontinental.
He was obsessed with
It's true.
You know what I loved about him? He would come in the ring, right? Chewing the gum, and then he flick it into the crowd.
It's true. He had that title a lot of times. He must have been one of the most intercontinental champions.
I'm leaving somebody out right now.
Oh man, there's got to be some bigger ones, man.
Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh yeah, he was somewhat of a villain.
Yo, that guy, every time people would freak out when he put the snake on them.
Yeah, he was
you know who was ill? The honky tonk man. He would lick them with the guitar in the head.
Would Mick Foley be considered a villain? Nah.
Yeah, he played a villain. He played
Foley?
a villain.
Yeah, kind of.
Mankind?
Mankind.
And then he was
and then after Dude Love, he played afterwards and shit.
He did a lot of
Who
shit.
played Dude Love?
Axis Jack.
No, this is one of not my favorite. Another nigga that I hated.
Who?
I still hate him.
Who?
Till this day, that cop. What's his name again?
Oh, Big Boss
Man.
Big
Boss Man.
Oh, yeah. One of the funny that guy out.
That dude, Yo, I wish these kids could have experienced the Attitude Era and WWF before they changed it to WWE, man.
For real.
It was now that I look back at it, I'm like, yo, as a child, I was not supposed to be taking in all that stuff, bro. Like it was a soap opera for adults.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Bro, it was bare scandalousness going in, but
it was ill though.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
The writing was dope.
It was entertaining.
They made it
was entertaining.
You know what I noticed too? Like this woke culture, it started in other forms other than just like in like, urban culture and stuff. Like, cause like in wrestling, censorship started with wrestling too. That's kind of what turned me off. Remember the signs when you had the freedom to make your own signs?
Yeah.
Once
can't do that anymore.
They don't do that no more?
That's why I stopped watching wrestling.
Oh shit.
Because there's the snowflake era, they're saying people it's offensive.
You ever seen that clip? You ever see that clip where Booker T said, "Yo, I'm coming after you. Hulk Hogan."
Like it was so dope because people used to get super creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
That would be the reason why you would tune in too, because it's some of the.
Hold up. They're not allowed to do that no more. No signs.
They got rid of that.
No, they got rid of that.
For
years
real.
ago.
I don't watch wrestling no more.
That's probably why you stopped. I know that's why I stopped.
Damn.
No, they make their own signs. They make their own signs now. You have to buy it. You have to buy signs.
You have to buy it. It's
that
like
sucks,
it's
man.
woke.
It's
woke and whack.
But yo, I have to admit, the NWO era was dope.
That's the villain era.
Those are the best times.
Everybody, Hulk Hogan became a villain.
All of them.
Triple H became
all
a
of
villain.
them. Everyone.
Sting was the best villain.
No, but you know who? What
Sting
I love?
is probably the greatest wrestling villain of all time.
Macho Man would not join them. They would beat the hell out of him to join it. Every time he would have a match.
Was Macho Man a
No,
villain?
no. Listen here.
Yeah,
Every
he was a
time
villain.
when he would have a match, they would come there and watch. After when he's done, they would beat him and say, "You're joining?" No. And after that, they would do it again. Beat
That's
him,
true,
beat him.
that's
They beat him into it, Star.
Have Sensational Sherry losing her mind out
Oh
there.
yeah, man. Yo, those are the times, man. Those are the ill days.
I know this is a little bit off topic, but Randy Savage, the Macho Man.
Yeah.
That's those
R.I.P.
times. That's when you know the cocaine was
R.I.P.
pure
my
cocaine.
man there.
Him, Ultimate Warrior.
Oh yeah. Oh, not only that. Remember,
Chris
Eddie
Benoit.
Guerrero and the
Oh,
Crippler.
man.
Them two mans, them gone too, eh?
Yeah,
They're done. And they were on. I think they were both on the same thing.
Of course,
But I don't like to
bro.
talk disrespect. But you know, R.I.P. to them. You know?
It's real. It's it was the 80s, bro. The shit was pure.
80s, 90s, man.
The shit was pure, clean. You could tell.
Even
Macho Man be
even
talking
down-
in an
even
interview,
down-
the little pre-interview,
even-
and this nigga's eyebrows are sweating, his teeth are sweating.
I
Everything.
heard even down to the junkyard dog. He was on
Yeah,
it too.
man.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
The
It's
junkyard dog, R.I.P. to him too.
It's
You
crazy.
know what I mean?
Heroes and villains.
But yo,
Okay.
superheroes and villains.
What about
man.
the heroes of wrestling? That should be easy.
Heroes. Oh yeah.
Hulk Hogan was the biggest
Warrior,
one.
Hulk Hogan.
Ultimate Warrior wasn't a hit. I thought he was a villain. He was
Man, he
hero.
was a hero. Still.
Most of,
He
oh
was
yeah,
like
most
a-
of the time
most of the time he
yeah.
was a hero, man.
The Rock, I think The Rock,
Rock
did the
was-
most transitions.
He
than
went
anybody.
back and forth.
The Rock was
Superfly.
a heel, then he was a
John
villain.
Cena.
That's not my generation. I don't rock with those guys.
Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Undertaker was
He's a
back and
villain.
forth. He was like the anti-hero.
Oh, the biker was when he was. I didn't like.
he was like
that
an
Undertaker.
anti-hero of wrestling.
That's the only time I still rocked with him, but I was like, yo, this is kind of weird. Like Undertaker as a biker, you remember that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
SmackDown era.
But the same thing with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's like an anti-hero too. He does his own shit.
But he was never a good guy.
That's what
It's
I'm
just
trying
the
to tell you.
fans,
It's
we
like
just liked him.
I'm telling you, he's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Anti-hero.
What?
What?
Yo, I remember they couldn't get rid of that for like a good 3-4 years. Out of society. Like people, you could even have conversations with little kids. Like they were like people were using that against you, like in every facet of society. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
But man,
I remember it used to ruin some of the shows, like the wrestling shows. Like,
Yep.
They'd be trying to really have dialogue, and the crowd would just be like, "What?" Every
Yeah,
time.
that's right. Exactly. I remember that. Yeah.
He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't show up without the crowd taking it too far.
Yeah,
Man. Good
that's
times.
true,
Good
man.
times.
Good times, man. Straight up.
It's good to reminisce sometimes,
Exactly,
you know.
man.
And then we get right back to reality.
Straight up goods. But yo, I have to be checking out the Flash movie soon. Hopefully, I'll be giving you a review upon that. I'm hoping it's the next episode. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I'll be catching it before then. You know what I mean? But before that, I hear that okay, here's another movie. I don't know why they keep on bringing it up. The Fast and Furious. Like I don't know why they just don't end it.
What are they at now? 12?
I think you know what I mean.
17?
And I think the villain in this one now they brought my boy the Aquaman star there.
Honestly,
you know, MOBA.
I didn't
just
watch
I
MOBA.
that.
don't even care, bro. Like they
I don't even
I'm
watch
gonna
any
watch
of that.
it. I'm gonna watch
talk
it.
about beating the dead
I'm
horse.
gonna watch it. Don't worry. I'm gonna watch it. No matter what, I'm going to watch it, and you will get my review upon that.
Then they're
You
gonna
know what I
have.
mean?
Then they're gonna have these little dudes out here going crazy in the streets, man. Every time one of those movies comes out, these dudes try to like
But the
reenact
thing
what
is,
they see.
Ludacris actually admitted it. He said, "Yo, why do they keep on making these movies? Well, you guys keep on going to it. You're making the money. It's a money maker. You know what I mean? It's a money maker. So, yo, if you guys
There you
keep on
go.
supporting it,
Yeah,
Of course they're gonna
fill up
keep
the,
on
they always
making.
fill up the seats with the.
you know what
they
I
fill
mean?
up the seats.
Straight up. That's
let-
why they're at what, maybe 12? I don't know. They're at Fast and Furious
Yeah,
12
we
now.
left that out.
Like on the real, like they like just give it up now. Like I don't know why. Like just it's time. It's done. You know what I mean? It's
Yo,
done.
they're milking it. I ain't mad at it.
I guess, you know, but
Customers
it's
are
done, man.
suckers. They keep buying.
It's done.
It's
man.
like Jordans. You can't say that because look at Jordans.
I guess so, bro. As long as they
You know
got
what I'm saying? Like
as
he
long as
doesn't
they
even
got
rock.
as long as they got a new villain and a new face who could take the place. So yo, they could do it. Oh, speaking of that, there a new Expendables is about to come out with Sylvester Stallone, and he's bringing up all
Is it
them
50 in it?
heroes
Is
again.
50 in it or something like that?
50 Cent is in
I
this.
seen him promoting it.
He's in this one. 50 Cent is in the next Expendables movie.
You see, that's another one that they're this is like the Expendables 25 now. Like,
No, this is part
I
4.
think they're going too
they're
far,
doing that
man.
exactly.
No,
They
but
do.
the thing is,
So
you
I'm
know
saying,
what?
I ain't mad at it.
Sylvester
Everybody,
Stallone is doing? He's getting
Bro.
guys who are not working, getting them a check.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Straight up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. There's no good writing going on, bro. All that shit is like it's not happening. You know what I'm saying?
Look here,
Instead
man.
of writing something
It's
new,
almost the
they just keep
same.
redoing the same
It's
movies
almost
over
the
and over and
same
over
thing
and over.
like the Fast
You know
and
what I'm saying?
Furious. If you guys gonna keep on supporting it, you know what I mean? It's gonna keep on going. You know what I mean?
I mean,
To be continued.
I'm not complaining because we got so much variety
right
nowadays.
now. Let me call you
It's
back.
just that when you have the variety, it tends to make you less.
Yeah, man.
It makes you you're least likable to
Yeah.
make a choice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so much.
To be continued, man.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. This has been like a real hot show. We're trying to grow. You don't know. You know what I mean? Please subscribe. You know what I mean? To all our channels here. EQ Sound TV here. You know what I mean? EQ TV. You know, that's Earthquake International. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And it's powered by, each other, Down to the Podcast, Superheroes and Villains, you know what I mean, with Shawn myrie, and we had the correspondent here, T Royals. You don't know.
We'll be back.
The show.
Live.
Thank you for tuning in. We out.